Okay, hello. Welcome to McKay High School Forecasting. I'm Miss Lily, one of the counselors, and joining me today is Mr. Gutierrez, another counselor, and Mrs. Clayton, who's our assistant principal. And today we're going to talk about forecasting and getting you guys ready to choose your classes for next year. Later on in the week, we'll be coming back to your social science class where you'll get to put your classes that you choose today into the computer and you'll have a chance to ask any questions that you might have. We're going to start by talking about what you need for graduation. So to review your graduation requirements, everyone needs 4 years of English language arts, 3 years or 3 credits of math at the Algebra 1 level or above, 3 credits of science, 3 credits of social science, 1 credit each of health and PE, 3 credits of fine arts, applied arts, or world language, and 6 whole credits of elective. Remember that each semester you have the opportunity to earn half a credit for each class that you take. The 3 credits, so a couple of things to remember. If you fail English, you'll have some opportunities to either retake English or do credit recovery. And we're going to talk today about each one of these credit areas.
So what do you currently have right now? You might be asking yourself this question, and here's how you can find out. So to determine how many credits you have earned at this point in your high school career, you'll first need to log on to Student View and click on Course History. This is going to bring up an overview of your current process, kind of what you see on the screen here, and it's going to cover each area. The credits that you have already earned are green, and the classes that you are currently taking are indicated in that yellowish color. To view a summary, you'll need to toggle that detail button to on, and this will show you what credits are required, which you have already completed, and what classes you're currently taking. It'll also show you what you have remaining that you need to take. This will be super important for you to know as you select your classes for next year to ensure you get the classes that you need.
So what are your options? The 2022-2023 course catalog has important information that will be helpful for you to know as you make choices about classes you would like to take. The course catalog is available on the McKay Counseling website, which you can access on the McKay High School website. Here's what the website looks like. Once you get there, you're going to click up at the top where it says Forecasting 2022, and that's going to give you all of the resources that you need to help you make choices about classes that are best for you.
So now let's start talking about some of the specific content areas. I'll start by mentioning the classes for your English credit requirements. So as Ms. Lily has mentioned, you're going to need 4 credits of English language arts that are required for graduation. All sophomores will take English 10. Juniors will have the option to choose either English 11 or AP Language and Composition. And seniors can choose between English 12, AP Literature and Composition, or College Writing. If you would like to sign up for additional English classes as electives, you can choose from Sports Literature, Street Literature, Public Speaking, Mythology, Creative Writing, or Science Fiction.
3 credits are required for math. 4 years are required or recommended, including Algebra 2, if you want to go straight to a 4-year college after you graduate from high school. Most sophomores will sign up for geometry next year. So if you're a freshman this year and you're completing Algebra 1, you should expect to take geometry. Depending on your level, this might be true for you, or you might be signing up for a different math class. Once you finish Algebra 1 and geometry, you get to decide which math class makes the most sense for you to take. Like we mentioned, if you're planning on attending a 4-year college right after high school, Algebra 2 is your next class. And then you could choose to take something like AP Statistics and Math Analysis afterwards. You could also choose to take calculus if that fits into what your career plans are. You can choose to take one or more of our math options that are a semester long. So those math options include data science, contemporary math, or statistics and probability. You also have some choices like financial algebra and advanced topics as year-long math classes as well. If you're not sure which class to take, be sure to talk about it with your current math teacher.
Three credits of science are required to graduate high school, and at least one credit of those should be a lab science if you are planning on going straight into a four-year college right after high school. Next year, all ninth graders will take NGSS physics, and all sophomores will take NGSS chemistry. Juniors can choose from the different science elective courses offered, including environmental science and studies, forensic science, physics, AP Physics 1, AP Environmental Science, or Human Anatomy and Physiology. You can also choose from one of the courses that are a part of the Ag Sciences CTE program, animal science, plant science, or vet science. When choosing your science class, double check to make sure that you have met the prerequisites for the course you sign up for.
So 3 years of social science are also required to graduate, and it's 3 years is recommended for a four-year college entrance. Each year, you have the choice to challenge yourself with an AP class. So for example, sophomores can select US Social Science or AP World History. Freshmen choose between World Social Science and AP Human Geography. Juniors can take either US Government and Civics and Econ, so those are each half a year long, which makes up a year-long class, or AP US History. And there are several social science elective classes that you can choose to take. Those include History of World War II A and B, Youth and Law, Contemporary World Problems, and AP US History and Politics. Another class that's offered that does not count for social science credit is AP Psychology. So while it's a social science, you will earn elective credit for it.
You'll need 1 credit of health and PE. Wellness 1 is taken during your freshman year, and Wellness 2 is typically taken during your sophomore or junior year. There are many PE options ranging from team sports, leisure and recreation, weight training, which include CrossFit, Unified PE, and dance.
McKay is awesome because it offers 8 amazing career and technical education courses. We have Ag Science and Tech, Audio Production Technology, Auto Tech and Welding, Business and Marketing, Construction, Culinary Arts, Engineering, and Health Services. There's a really great tool on page 25 of the course catalog that you can check out, which will let you know which classes you take each year of high school.
Alrighty, let's talk about performing arts. So most band classes require teacher approval and involve an audition process. However, percussion is open to any interested students. Be sure to connect with your teacher about which class you should sign up for. Chorus 1 and 2 are open to any student without an addition. Chorus 1 is for students who sing in lower voices, and chorus 2 is for students who sing in a higher range. All other choir classes require an audition and teacher approval. All orchestra classes are available by audition only. If you're interested in acting or behind the scenes work, be sure to sign up for the theater classes. There are several advanced classes that are offered on a rotational basis.
There are lots of options in art, including drawing and painting, digital photography, ceramics, printmaking, and mixed media. And McKay has 2 world languages, Spanish and French. Both are awesome. You should take both. We also have several special programs that may require an application or teacher approval, including AVID, leadership, video production, and yearbook, as well as a newer course called Sports Leadership. Sports Leadership is a class for current or future team captains, which will help them develop leadership skills. Talk to your coach if you are interested in being in sports leadership.
Hey, you guys, we're getting there. There are just a few more things that you should consider while you're making your selections. One of the important things to consider are what four-year college admission requirements are. We've mentioned some as we've gone through the presentation today, but just remember that you must pass your core classes and world language classes with a C or better. Schools still require ACT or SAT scores. Some schools may say that they're optional. Some schools may have a cumulative GPA requirement or recommendation. As we mentioned, math beyond Algebra 2 is highly recommended, but really you need to check with each individual college and university that you're thinking about attending for their specific application requirements. Another thing to consider is whether or not you're an athlete or involved in an OSAA activity. So to participate in sports and some activities, you'll need to make sure that you pass at least 5 classes the semester previous to when you play the sport. You need to be on track to graduate. You need to have good attendance, so come to school. So I don't think many coaches at McKay might have additional requirements, but they could. And also remember that during your junior year, you should be registering online for the NCAA Eligibility Center or NAIA. And the last thing to consider is whether or not you might want to apply for CTEC. The CTEC application is open online right now. CTEC is a district program open to juniors and seniors who are on track to graduate. And at CTEC, students take takes 2 of their core classes. So either you take English and math or English and science, and then you take your other 4 classes here at McKay. Transportation is provided from McKay to CTEC if you need it.
So now what, right? So you got a lot of information right now, and the next step is going to be that your teacher is going to provide you with a copy of the course request worksheet for you to complete. The front side is where you'll make your course selections, and then the back side is where you'll select your elective classes. You'll have 2 options. You can either turn in your course request worksheet to your teacher to hold on for you, or you can keep it and bring it to your next class, which will be the following week when counselors meet with you to enter your course request into Student View.
As Mr. Gutierrez mentioned, counselors will be back visiting your social science classrooms next week. At that time, we'll collect your course request worksheet. You'll be able to put your course requests into the computer, and you'll have time to talk to counselors if you have any questions about classes you should take and about how they connect with plans after high school. Thank you guys so much for your time and attention today. This is really an important matter, and we're excited to see what classes you choose for next year.